Hi everyone, I saw many of you wanted to know about Sapien. I was like, let's to talk about the token. Many people are asking about something. My job is to talk about technically and break it down the patterns like which most people don't put their mind into because technically, like I mean, like what most people, like nobody put their interest in understanding the patterns. Okay, a sell off we saw, then it like went with back to back Marabuzo candles, but did we get the closing? Like it's still struggling, we haven't got the closing. So you have to see all these patterns. That's why we have all the time frames, and this is the important thing. This is the very first thing that like we need to understand. If we don't know this part, fundamentally it's good. I come across like, because I travel a lot, like sometimes I travel like every 2 days, different countries, back to back continents. So when I talk to some people and they are like, oh, fundamentally I know this is good, but that doesn't make any sense. Bitcoin fundamentally it's good, but buying at $90,000, you are like you are buying near the all-time high. You're supposed to buy at the dip. Like what we did, I remember like when we had Bitcoin in our portfolio, we bought 4 years back, three and a half 4 years back, around 18,000, like when we actually had like Bitcoin. But right now people are saying that, I hope you guys are getting my point. Like when I'll not, this is just an educational video, so I'll not talk about that do this. I'll talk about levels to study. I hope you guys are getting my point, because I'm on a public platform. All my videos, I make it for educational purposes only. But I was talking about my own experience. But fundamentally, like understanding and then going about it, that's a wrong approach. Yes, fundamentally, that's like good. That's a plus point. You have the fundamental like knowledge. Fine, great. Fundamental, but technical and fundamental. I hope you guys are getting my point. Technically, right now, let's draw a horizontal line to highlight this, because this was the level like from where we saw bounce back. But if we get the closing, like if price is does it stays above 13 cents, this is gonna be an interesting level to watch out. This is an interesting level, like around 0.13. Yes. Okay guys, hold on. Before we move forward, I'll be talking with like more clarity, with more explanation. Guys, hold on in this video. Be in the video. I have a VIP where I discuss support patterns, like learning purposes, pure educational content. As we discussed, $23. What happened with that? It nicely moved up from our support level. So if you really want to learn from real life examples, just DM me. We'll add you into my VIP. Let's come back to our topic. Yes, once we got the closing, like when we zoom in, there are like two ways to go about the bottom. Like I told you, technical and fundamental. And then when I talk about technical, two main approaches we have. The bottom, this is gonna be like an interesting level to look at, like 13 cents. But right now market is down. Right now market is down. That approach might be risky. Why? Because market is down, so it might not hold this level. It might get closed below it, and if it get closed below it, then we can see this. So what shall be the ideal approach? That do study, like do your research after breakout. I mean, if we get the closing above 20 cents and if price does hold 20 cents, that is the right approach. This is why I was saying like it's a educational content. And technically I'll break it down things. These are the things that most people don't put their mind into. But without like knowing this all things, there's no way like one can actually survive. So yes, once we got the closing, right after breakout, this would be an interesting level to watch out. 21 cents. 21 cents gonna be like an interesting level to watch out. But in between, no. In between, no. Right now the only level to like level to study, that gonna be like 21 cents. Price prediction, potentially $10. Potentially means it might not, but potentially it got the potential. It's a project, a good fundamental token, man. Sapien. If I open over here, 484th most valuable, $42 million of market cap, 250 million coins we have. That's like Not much, very less, very very less. Yes, and AI token. Oh my God, Binance Alpha as well. So these all are positive things to notice, man. Yes, pretty much everywhere. Binance Coin is Bitget, pretty much everywhere. I wish you all the best. Let's see how it goes. But $10 potentially, it might not. And if you want like learn from real life examples, the place to be VIP.